Hello YouTube, welcome back to Minion Masters. Today we're going to do another video in my continuation of my, we'll call it Mastering the Minions. I'm basically going through all my decks in Minion Masters and I'm going to tell you a little bit about each, the strategies behind it and the cards, and then we're going to go into some gameplay. Right, so before we get in, this is my second video in the last 24 hours. I did a Hearthstone pack opening yesterday, so if you want to check that out, it'll be linked in the playlist. And that's doing quite well at the moment. My dog Soph is with us, so if you hear any snoring in the background, it's Soph, my Shih Tzu. She is taking refuge in the game room because there's some fireworks outside. Alright, we just say let's go. So today we're going to feature my Apep deck. So before we go into the deck itself, this isn't necessarily going to be the best Apep deck. It's going to be a Apep deck. This one is going to be focused on the Slitherbound minions, which are a cycle of things. I'll explain a bit about those in a minute. Yeah, so you're looking at Slither and Toxic, which are kind of the mechanics associated with it. Right, I've now a bit more time with the game, so I can show you what things are about each thing a bit more accurate than I did on the last two videos. I mean, say I've done two other of these in the series. I featured Mordor and Ratbo. Oh, Mordor, Ratbo, and Morelia I also did as well. So this is the fourth. So this is Apep. So Apep, as you can see, it's kind of a serpent. This is Mecha Apep. Is the skin I'm using. Right, so we're going to say Apep's first, his basic attack, he basically spits acid at two enemies. It's quite slow and doesn't have a high DPS. Okay, so his perk 1 is Gift of the Serpent God. So it basically adds a free 1 use 2 mana minion or building into your deck every 35 seconds. His perk 2 is Shield Totem. Basically means he summons a shield totem that absorbs damage that would have been dealt to the Master Tower. And its duration is 15 seconds. And its ultimate perk called Greater Gift to the Serpent Gods, who had a free 1 use 4 mana minion or building into your deck every 35 seconds. So there's a lot of RNG with this kind of deck. If you like the kind of randomness, it does a thing. You need an understanding of how most of the cards work in the game to use Apep effectively, because there's a lot of things that don't start in your deck that are randomly generated. So it's similar to things like Hearthstone as well. Alright, I'll show you a bit more about the Apep. I'm going to say this, the things about this Apep deck is the minions are a bit more squishy because they're not very big to start with, and you see the curve is 5.7 on the scale. Alright, let's show you some things. Alright, we're in the new season of Minion Masters, so this is potentially the last season that has any new content. As you see, the werewolf thing is the new card for the thing. Anyway, so Beta Dwarf aren't going to be currently doing any new content for the game. They're still going to release balance patches, and I don't know if they're going to do any more season passes, so this might be the last full season inverted commas for the game, but I'm still going to carry on doing content for it anyway. It's my most played game on Steam. Alright, let's have a look at the deck. Most of these things in the deck are going to be Slither things, so let's have a look. So this is being the first one. Right, this is, I don't know what to say. I went through yesterday, going through the things in my decks. I was trying to max out everything just to make sure I've got everything maxed out. It doesn't make a huge difference, but like it's just trying to achieve things in the game, and I had all the resources. And like I know there's not going to be any new cards, so I might as well max out all the ones I have. Turns out they don't actually do much other than they don't contribute any more damage or anything in this game. They just add to your season piles, basically, and make it easier for it to finish, and you get more renown for like guild things. Right. Alright, so Slither thing, they're basically very squishy minions. They basically have the thing. So this is the first one. So this is the Snake Druid. He's the legendary. So he's basically I don't know if you get the pop-ups. I'm getting pop-ups on the thing. I don't know if you get that on the thing. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record. He's he's a range-based minion. He attacks, he immobilizes ground units for 2 seconds with those stats. Right, so we go back. So then this is alright. So these are the Slither bound things. So this just got buffed in the most recent patch. I believe before there were less of them in the squad. Anyway, so this summons 4 Slitherbound Lancers But if you've played a card within the last 5 seconds, you get 4 darters instead. So the Lancers are basically a ground-based minion. They inflict, I believe they inflict poison damage. The darters are similar, but they can target air minions as well. So basically, you're looking to spam small minions and then play this within the 5-second window. Alright, so then we've got the stun lancers. So this is just one of the better units in the game. They did change it a while back now. So it used to spawn differently. So you used to be able to spawn them. So they split and they would take opposite sides of the bridges. So they were a bit better, but they still do their damage. Anyway, they basically, they stun. They're good against large ground-based units as they can stun them and basically stun lock them effectively. And I think that's one of the best best Slither things in the deck. Oh, I haven't claimed for this. I'll do that now while I discuss this. So this is the Musketeer. It's basically another legendary. I will just claim all the stuff. Yeah, I probably didn't do that very well. Anyway, I've got it now. Right, so this is it's Slitherbind. Oh, so I didn't explain how Slitherbind works. So Slitherbind is when you play another Slither. It basically, you'll be able to see something in the top right-hand corner, which is like a little mark on it, but which basically it will summon with additional X Slither things. Like it will normally be like lancers or darters, effectively, that will come in with it. So you're basically getting more benefit of playing additional one. Anyway. This one, it deflects melee attacks, then riposte, which bounces them back at like double damage. It's similar to Karma in like Clash Royale. I'm considering doing some Clash Royale content at some point, which is a similar game, but originates from a mobile. So I'm struggling how to show it. I don't know if I want to show it via the actual mobile or a desktop. I might do that at some point. Anyway, Slitherman Summons is a defensive spell. It basically is a 5-mana thing, and it either summons a living statue, a prowler, or a soul stealer. But if you have sacrifice, which means you basically, if you have X units, it will sacrifice them, which is normally used on your the darters or the things. And then summon minimal gain spirit and rage, so that means they do increased damage. And it's random which one you get as well. I can't remember if they cycle or not through. Anyway, let's carry on going. We've got the Harbinger, which is a flying minion. It's been in a few of my decks before, and it's just a good thing in general. It's quite slow to strike, but it's got a long knockback. It's best against large minions that basically thing. It's not good against small things. Anyway, then we have one of the iconic. We've got the Gong of Pestilence. I might as well just claim all these. I think I'm nearly maxed out on the account anyway. Right, so this is Ankalep's Gong of Pestilence. So it's a Slither range minion. It's legendary again. There's quite a few legendaries in this deck. Anyway, so it basically uses poison. There's lots of poison in the thing. It's basically a damage over time, and that's something you associate with this faction. Basically, it has poison spit, and that works against minions, and it does a slam attack against buildings. It also has the abilities Ring the Gong, which basically means you basically. How does it work? I'm trying to explain how it works. I'll show you in the game. I think it basically resets, and it basically does like a poison kind of attack. I think is the best way to describe it. Right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps me grow the channel. I also do various other content. I do various other video game content and MTG content, along with some other things. Anyway, this is Ankos the Desert Doom. So this is a Slither minion. I mean, it's a big spider. It's pretty cool, unless you have arachnophobia. Anyway, so it's a 7-drop. It inflicts 3.5 seconds of poison and Mother's Gift on attack. It deals bonus damage equal to the remaining poison damage on the target, so which is good synergies with the other poison things in the game. It has sacrifice, so that's when your Slither die, they burst into spiderlings, which form new units, and the card is fully promoted, so that's fine. So just forget I haven't probably finalized some. This is Herald of Amun. This is another flying unit. Another flying thing, so this is a legendary. It has Slitherbind 2, and it has a whip attack. The first time it dies, you can sacrifice to resurrect with health equal to 75 health for each of the slivers sacrificed. I mean, you see, if you were looking for, I was inspired to make this deck by, there was a Bad as a Fish 80 video a while back. I'd had a go with the deck, and then I looked at his, and it was a way to inspire me to explain the mechanic. It's not the most straightforward mechanic in the game as well, so I was inspired by that amongst some other things. Alright, that's the Herald of a Moon, and then we're going to show you the last unit, and then we're going to go into some gameplay. So this is Denver, the Last King. I do believe he has also been changed in the recent thing. I believe he was buffed as well. So here, his attack, he's another legendary. He's a 9-drop this time. His attack is kind of weird. It basically picks up the enemies into the air. They damage other enemies if they land on them. So basically, it just has a weird attack. The pattern on it is quite weird if you're not used to that kind of thing. Alright, we're going to go into some gameplay now. I'm going to show you gameplay from around 3 games, depending on how long they take. I'm mostly playing teams, as I say. So we're going to do some team gameplay. Just having a drink. I had takeaway today, so I had curries. So right, anyway, I'm just going to go into some gameplay. So let's change it over to the team mode, and we go ranked. Let's see. So I've got to give shield 14 times. I haven't done these. I just haven't claimed them. I might show you some bits from the season pass at the end. Anyway, wish me luck. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name's Matthew. This is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Thanks for watching. Right, let's go into some gameplay. I'm using Streamlabs desktop to record this for those that thing. Relatively easy to use. Alright, so we're low rank, we're only at gold rank, but the guy on the other side is a platinum. Alright, let's see how it goes. Good luck, have fun as always. Alright, they're basically playing Morelia, which is what we were basically playing in our last time in the video. So they're playing a kind of a Cursed Ascension deck. Whereas my deck can be quite aggressive if it wants to be, so let's see how it goes. So we've started out, we've taken both of the bridges and we're seeming to do alright. I'm going to follow up with some the Snake Druid thing, and then I might go on the thing. Okay, so they've summoned a Golem on the bottom lane, so I'm probably going to counter it with the Harbinger. It's probably going to take the bridge. But like, we're probably going to knock it back and then eventually take control with the werewolf thing. I feel I'm reasonably well equipped to deal with what they're doing. They're trying to counter us with the ghost. Alright, let's get the Herald up on the top lane. The problem with these flying minions is they don't really take the ground very well, whereas my teammate does, so we'll see how it goes. You see, I've got a randomly generated minion, I might as well. And it's free, it costs me nothing. As we know from playing Magic and stuff, free units are generally a mistake, because they're generally very good. Alright, there's the Slither gang coming down. Encouraging on the tower. What other tower defense games do people enjoy? People let me know in the comment section. Alright, that's the first of the shield tome, and as you see, I've generated the swarmers at random. So I'm probably going to summon either the Harbinger in the top lane. As you see, these are the randomly generated units on the thing. They spawn with the extra units based on how many things have the Slither been summoned. Quite a lot of the units in this deck are quite squishy. They're not very. They don't have a high HP. I'm probably going to call the video something like Toxic Apep or something. let's try and take control of the bridges. Shield totem on the master, and let's try and get the Slither gang down. So the aim is to get to the dragon perk associated with Moralia. Eventually I can spam a load of units at once. I'm probably going to get Denver down in the bottom lane. You see how his attack works, it's quite... It basically picks things up and chucks them. I mean, seeing if it... See the buggy in the bottom lane? It's gonna be dragon off in a minute, I think. Alright, let's see what we can get if we can survive and counter with a dragon of our own. And what's my best thing? I don't know. Herald. Shield totem. It's gonna be close here. This push is fairly bad. I'm not sure we can survive. Oh. Nope. Didn't get that one. Alright, so that was game one. It was looking okay for a bit. Not amazing. Right, let's see if we can win the next one. Okay, never mind. I think I've got X1 in each of these videos where I've filmed them, I think. I normally get to around Diamond every season. I think I got to Diamond last time. I have got to Master. And like I've done, like on the Mayhem leaderboard, I've got to top 8. My recent things recently, I've been playing some other games. So I got playing Eternal recently, which is my second most played game on Steam. I think I forgot to mute my Discord pop-up, so I'm not going to get onto that now. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I got to 8th in world on that as well, and that's on a, like a leaderboard kind of thing. Alright, let's see if this will get a bit better. Well, wasn't real. What else have I been playing? I played Spin Hero today. I got my first clear on Spin Hero. It's like a slot machine roguelike. I might do a video on it at some point. I'll think about it.
Red has obtained their first perk.
We're playing with King Puff. As we know, King Puff switches the contents of the bridge. Playing against a Mordor and a they're down to like 15 at the thing. It's looking like this push is going to be a thing. I might as well just summon it for something big. Maybe survived this one. Yeah, I should have muted the Discord, I obviously didn't. I'm not going to be able to do it now. Never mind. Randomly generated Jade Flingers, we didn't come with the berries, so we'll get those down for sure. And you see the puff perks coming down. I think it's one of my favourite looking masters in the game, King Puff, but like I don't really have a King Puff deck, or not yet at the moment. I might make one, I'll see. As you see, they've got Denver as well. I don't think he's the best thing in best of the bunch of these kind of minions, but like he's the one I like in this deck. Just feels like this is probably going to be a good push. Probably take the tower down to 900 and then coming in. See if the rage will finish it. Come on. Yep, we're back with say that's one apiece. So let's see. We'll do the next one and see how long it takes. If it's quick, I might do another one. If not, we'll probably leave it after that. Alright, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And say if you want to watch other Minion Masters content, check out Bad as a Fish 80. I'll put a link in the comments, a link in the description to his channel, which is great for all the Minion Masters news and stuff. What's going to happen to the game after this season, we don't actually know at the moment, but like they're going to do patches for sure. So we'll see what else happens. As in me, I'm going to probably carry on with this series and focus on some other decks. The next one I'm probably going to do is probably Tronvar, the ice kind of totem-based master. And then say I might do something slightly different in a month or so. I have to think about it. So we might do some adventure content because there's some single player. Well, some of it's single player content which you can play, which is like a roguelike kind of mode, which you can also play in multiplayer some of the time as well. Which I might do some content for that. And there's draft content as well. I'm having a mango tango for a drink. Just loading in. The dog seems to be relatively happy. She's having a sleep at the moment. Her name's Soph. She's a Shih Tzu. She's my channel logo. Take a bit of a while to load in. Alright, we're away. Alright, let's see how it goes. Play with Volko against another Volko and a Ravager. Start from the bridge buddies for my teammate to grab control of the bridges. I'm probably going to follow up where they've got a Scrat Swarm. I'm probably better with the Herald. Rapid Response Reserve is quite good for taking out the Scrats. That will deal with the some of the ground-based stuff, but like we still have control. Alright.
You unlock the first bird.
It does actually show you from the Slither Summon. I believe they alternate, to be honest, because it shows you which one you're going to get. Because you can see this one's the Prowler. There we go.
Red has obtained their first perk.
And they've got Ravager, which the bats should be reasonably good at strong against. And if the bats don't do it, the next thing should. It's a Dragon Ball. You see, it's like the Fireball kind of thing, but it also drops the Dragon Whelp when it dies. Rama coming in. Probably one of the most played cards in the game, Rama. Iconic. It's similar to a Hog Rider in Clash, if any of my Clash friends are watching. Thanks to my the guild in this where we are Barry. But like the guilds don't really do anything. They basically disabled it. I quite enjoyed Guild Conquest when it was on. Anyway. We will hopefully see. I don't think they're going to bring him back though. Probably going to summon the Slither thing down top. See the werewolves coming down. Bahara, one of my most played units. Stixie's the other one, I think. It's my second most played unit. Burn the Bridges coming from the Volko player. So the thing. I will just summon this. Herald. Then it's try and get thing as a what's his name? The cable guy. I can't remember. Right. This is looking like we're probably going to win this one. You can see the Storm Tamer has been randomly generated. If you like randomly generated units and stuff, this deck is fairly fun. Anyway, it's not necessarily the best build of the thing. If you want to look at a meta Apep deck, I would look at the leaderboard, and then you can basically copy and paste the deck effectively. Anyway, I think we're going to leave it there. So 2-1, which I believe is what I've gone in each of these videos. Alright, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. My name's Matthew, and if you want to check out some of my other content, I will check out some of my. They'll all be linked in a playlist below. So, like, I've done various other videos for Minion Masters, and I will do more. So next, one I'm going to do is either going to be a video on Tronvir, the Runic Master with like the totem light kind of thing, and so that I'll give you a sneak preview. That deck is Stout Art focused as well, so it's a kind of tribal deck. The reason why I like the tribal decks is because I'm a Magic player, so I basically have lots of tribal commander decks from various things. If you want to check out those, I've done various playlists for my MTG commander decks, and then you say those, they're not all tribal decks, but I've done various loads. I've been playing Magic since sort of like a long time, 20 many years, 20 plus years. Alright, thanks very much for watching. So next time we're either going to go into Tronvir, some either draft content or adventure content. I'll have to see. We may even do a poll in the community tab. I'll see what I fancy. Anyway, so thanks very much for watching. This is Matthew. I'm Matthew Hawker Gaming, and we say I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.